Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Boss Lady Coco Show with my co-host, Mr. Teddy Diamonds. That is Diamonds with a Z. How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. What you do today? You was late coming in, so what you doing? Working with the dogs?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't do much of nothing today. I've been around here being lazy.
Really? You can't
Yeah,
you can't be lazy. You can't be lazy.
yeah.
What we got going on your
Hey,
end? Anything going on? How was the weekend?
my weekend was busy. It was real busy. So I'm
Okay,
I'm
what you
just
do?
taking. I had shows this weekend. I had a show in
Uh,
North Little Rock with what's his name? The funny guy, E. Realist, Uncle Daddy, and I did a show
oh yeah,
Saturday.
he is funny.
Yeah, I did a show Saturday in El Dorado Icon with Wes Dunn.
Oh, how did that show go?
It went pretty good. It went pretty good. Wes Dunn showed out.
Yeah, she's good. West Dawn is good.
Yeah.
She is. I'm trying to share it to some groups real fast while you doing that. When is your next show?
My next show is was July, August the 1st. I don't have nothing for
Okay.
July right now.
Nothing
But
for
August the
July?
1st, huh?
Oh, okay. Well, you might get something in between.
Yeah,
You might get something. So the last show was pretty good with Votan. So
yeah,
that was nice.
most definitely.
Uh-huh. So yeah, he's funny, yeah.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
trying to share this to some so I can get them on here.
Votan gave us a whole mini show.
Oh, we had a whole concert with Votan, singing country and everything. He was singing everything. I didn't know which way to go with him. I'm trying. I just sent this out to a couple of people. Let me see if they're gonna chime. Shanetta, do you see that on your Facebook screen? You don't? Hmm. See if you go to your page. Well, let me see if I can. What about you, Teddy? Can you see your lives when you live on here? We got a big delay tonight. Why? Can you hear me, Teddy?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you see your Facebook when you're live on here?
No.
You can. Okay, let me see
No.
something. I'm gonna see if it'll let me tag you in Shanetta. Hey Crystal girl, your twin is here.
What's up, Crystal?
Shanetta. Uh wait a minute. Let me see. I want to try to see if I can get it. Y'all hold tight. We coming. We're trying to make sure they can see this on their page. Okay, there it go. I just tagged you the the guest,
Yeah, you want to know if it's
and now
showing or
I'm
not
gonna
on me.
tag you, Teddy.
Okay, I
See
just
what's
shared it
gonna happen because it should.
from your podcast page.
It is showing.
Yeah, I shared it from your podcast page.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we have a special guest tonight. Look like we have some people from YouTube and maybe one or two from the Facebook side. So basically tonight we're talking about this young lady and her life journey. So you all have some popcorn and water, wine, whatever y'all drink. Sit back and take the ride on 75. So we're going to bring her on with no further ado. And we're going to get right into it. So here we go.
Sorry.
To the stage. Mm-hmm. Get her on the stage.
She just came on.
I took her off. Right. She should be able to. Oh, there she go. Uh-oh, it kicked her out. There she go. Hey, good evening, Shanetta.
Good evening. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay. Listen, I think we have a delay on here. Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I think with the three of us have a delay. That's what I think. So, how are you doing today? How did life treat you today?
Yes, I can hear you. Life treated me well. I slept all day. It's my off day from work.
Okay. Well, that's good. So I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself to the people. We do have some people on here. Introduce yourself, and we're going to get right off into the show.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. I'm Shanetta. Netta for short. Peaches. Satin Doll. I'm from Michigan, small city called Ypsilanti, but I reside in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, what else y'all need to know? That girl forever will
that's
be.
Good. That's it. That girl. Well, we're so happy to have you on the show tonight, sharing your life journey with us. And we'll probably ask you a few questions, but as you will or could do, you can speak. Thank you all for the hearts. Speak on life journey with Shanetta. So I have my co-host here, which is Teddy Diamonds. That is Diamonds with the Z. He is a Southern soul artist on the rise. And so I don't think I have any news. I normally watch the news so I can give you all a little news, but everything I've seen has been bad. The last news I did see today, I will share that, where this young man, 19 years old, African-American guy, he is over at the Target store with his little camera. And every time one of the ladies go in the dressing room or the bathroom, he's recording them.
That's not funny.
So just so happened today, I believe, one of the ladies was in the stall and she said, I saw a black hand. That's what she said. So she reported the guy, and they actually found him on camera, and now he is arrested. So that's what I have for that. So anyways, let's get right into it. Tell us as far as life journey, or should I say journey? Yeah, life journey with Shanetta. Let me see this. How long have you been on your own?
On my own?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 20 years maybe? No, about 15.
15
but
years?
Like on my own, no parents, no nothing. My grandmother passed away. It'll be a year in August, but prior to that, probably about 8 years.
Okay, about 8 years. Thank you guys for chiming in. Listen, make sure you share if you can. Clifton Earl and Betty Lamas. So Carolina is on here, and Houston, H-Town is in here, and Baltimore is in here. Miss Crystal Murray, Diva Sister, is on here. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. So let's get right up into it some more then. So you started about 15, 20 being on your own, and
Right.
You do have 4 children. And so
I have 4 children.
Have you been
Yes.
single parenting the children?
I am a single
Have you been
parent of 4
single parenting
children.
the children?
I have
Okay.
a
How is that for you?
20-year-old. Listen, I have a 20-year-old. She'll be 21 in a couple of days. I have a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old son, and then I have a 4-year-old daughter. And the journey of being a single parent is insane. Insane. I tell people all the time, I did not sign up to have these children and be a single parent. That was never the goal. I've been married once, divorced, of course, but it was never in my plans to be a single parent, but I am. And I've been thugging,
Ooh.
roundabouts with the kids. I have 3 girls and 1 son. And raising girls and raising a boy, completely different. It has been a struggle, but I've learned a lot along this journey of being a single parent.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing when it comes to women, oftentimes you find yourself being one parented, whether it's the father or the mother, but about 90% of it, you're going to find the woman that's doing the singular list with the children. And so, so far you are seeming to maintain as a single mom and raising those children. What is some of your highs and some of your lows when it comes to raising 4 children by yourself?
I'll say the highs. One of my greatest highs will be sitting back and watching the growth of my children, considering the struggles I went through. I've been homeless, sleeping in my car, struggling to pay bills, not knowing where I was going to get this money to pay this bill and this money to put shoes on the kids' feet. And the lows would be just the mental drainage. It is very, very draining to raise 1, let alone 4 children by yourself when there's minimum help from the fathers. It takes a toll on you. It really does. It's lack of sleep because you're the nurse, you're the teacher, you're the parent, you're the taxi driver, you're the psychiatrist, you're everything in one, and you still try to find time to maintain a life for yourself. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but my greatest joy of it all is just watching them grow. I have some wonderful children. They bad as hell at home, y'all. Bad as hell, okay? But outside my home, you will never know. You will never know they were raised by one parent, let alone one parent who struggles mentally, and one parent who was strict as hell. There's some great kids.
Wow. Okay. Well, that sounds good to me. Seem like you it sounds like you have it all put together. And I know being a single parent is not easy at all. I hear conversations all the time from single mothers saying, they can't get in touch with the baby's daddy. The baby might need shoes, clothes, or food or something. And he's nowhere to be found or show up, or possibly showing up with nothing or making a phone call with excuses. So I know that life can be very tough when you have children and you're a single mom, and you have to work and find a babysitter in between until God blesses them to get older, where now one of those kids is old enough to be the babysitter also.
True.
Yeah. So that's that. Teddy, what you got?
As far as questions,
Yes.
let me see.
Hit me, Teddy. Hit me.
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as we talked about single parenting, right? So what is it like being a single parent in a city like Detroit? Like, is it rough or what?
So I come from a small city called Ypsilanti.
Like
so transitioning from Ypsilanti to Detroit for me was easy. It was a struggle for my kids because my kids again came from this small city and they didn't experience the urban life in Ypsilanti, but in Detroit, they get to experience the urban life. So for me, it was more so me being a little bit more protective than normal. But once my children, my oldest two, they're girls, once they got street smarter, because they've always been street smart because of who I am, but they got street smarter, it was easier for me. So now the transition of them being able to ride public transportation or for them to go to schools in Detroit, it's dope now. In the beginning, it wasn't. I literally, where I stay and where Ypsi is, it's about probably about a 45-minute ride, maybe an hour ride. I literally for 2 years got up and took my kids to school all the way to Ypsilanti every day.
Wow.
I dropped one off at Belleville. She graduated from Belleville High School. And then my other two children, they went to school in Ypsi, like kind of deep in Ypsi. So we got up at 4 o'clock in the morning on the road by 5:30 to get everybody to school on time. I would come back, lay down for a couple hours, go back and pick them up, drop them off at home, go to work. It was crazy. It was a transition for sure.
Okay.
But they love it and I love it.
That's what's up. So they like Detroit better than they like Ypsi?
Yeah, they love Detroit way better. You can't tell my kids they not from Detroit.
What's the difference with them coming from Ypsilanti to Detroit? What's their mindset like? What's their attitudes? Did anything change with them for the good or the bad? Leaving a small town, Ypsilanti, to a huge city.
My kids are more open. They're more open-minded. In Ypsilanti, you're kind of closed-minded. It's so small. Everybody knows everybody, right? And this group of people don't like this group of people. So, they keep everything isolated and everybody's beefed out or whatever the case, or they're jealous. Or, they're small-minded in Ypsi because it's so small. They don't know nothing else. But yeah, Detroit, you see some of everything. And you get so much love in Detroit. So much love. Now, granted, Detroit got, its own little issues or whatever the case may be. But from an outsider moving to Detroit and just being able to experience it and my kids being able to experience it, it's so much love, creativity. Everybody is in their bag down here. It's really not no jealous or envious type of vibes, for real. If you are, you just somebody who not getting to it. You don't got no money. You ain't got no oomph about yourself,
Right.
Like Detroit is the city for real. For all hustlers, and you get nothing but love.
And it's like majority black.
You said all hustlers.
It is. Mm-hmm. It is. It's an urban city. Like literally, it is. But you're starting to see, other cultures move in and move around, but they still get love. And they get love, but they also show love.
Yeah. And you know what surprised me about it? The number of Arabs that they have up there, like especially like in Dearborn.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's so many Arabs out there, like even the police got, you know what I'm saying? They got Arab writing on their badges.
Yep.
So it's like that surprised me. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a lot to talk about if you out there in the Detroit area. There's a lot. I'm pretty sure it's a lot you can talk about every single day.
You see something new every day. I promise you, it's not surprising. The other day, not to throw off for a second, but the other day my coworker came to work and showed us a picture where this young lady is living out of her vehicle. She has a home AC unit in the back of her window, and she's plugging it up to her, I think it's her boyfriend's mom's electricity. So she has the AC on while she's sleeping in the car.
Wait, only in Detroit.
Only in Detroit. Only in Detroit.
Yeah, you see some wild stuff out there.
Yeah, you do, for sure.
Yeah, they don't,
For sure.
it kind of reminds me of Memphis, Tennessee, Detroit, and Memphis. They kind of like neck
Yeah.
and neck to me. They do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
last week I saw on Facebook there was this man and this woman out on the corner by the bus stop, and he didn't have on no shirt. He had on the Mr. T necklaces, and she had on, I don't know what it was, a swimsuit or something, and she had on a long black shirt with it. So the guy was like, I'm about to give y'all a real concert. So he pulls up and they had the music going, and let me tell you. It was something to see. It was something to see.
Mm-mm.
Serious about it.
Right.
Okay,
That's
let's
funny.
keep it going. So I've listened to you, and I've heard you, and I kind of like understand the things that you have shared, where you're coming from. Oftentimes we don't have our females that's bold enough to speak out, and I noticed here that you are a speaker outer, and if you have to check somebody, you will. And it seems like it happens real fast. So, where are you now from being a young lady in your, I would say from your teens up to your 20s? Now you're tapping into almost 40, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, what are some of the things that triggers you with you being I know you're a biker. I know you're an entrepreneur. I know you have a couple of businesses and stuff like that under your belt. But what are some of the things like outside of that that could just trigger you then versus now? And then I'm gonna tell you why I asked the then versus now.
I'm big on respect and I'm big on loyalty. Those two things can take you very far in life. And if you cross those boundaries with me, all hell break loose. I don't like being disrespected because I'm not a person that disrespects people. I am very much so known for being a hothead and getting it popping. I take you down and through there, baby. I would drag you from here to Timbuktu and back. Hey, I'll send you to meet your maker and bring you back to life with no problem, okay? But that's once you've taken it there with me. In my younger days, we'll say probably from about 14, 15 to about 25-ish, maybe. I held on to a lot of anger. I was an angry child. It probably started before then, but it got worse in that time frame. Anger from mishaps in my childhood, anger from not having my father around because my dad was murdered when I was 4 months old. So I grew up without my father, and that's something for a young lady that's very important, right? And so I missed that piece growing up. And then I was angry at the world. Honestly, the world didn't do nothing to me, but I was angry at the world. So from about 14, 15 to about 25, yeah, I caused hell. That little old city I lived in, boy, every time you turned around, Peaches is fighting. Peaches, that girl Shanetta, tearing that little city down. And then from like 25 till now, I started to look within myself. I was still a firecracker. Ooh, I was a firecracker. But I started to look within myself and work on myself. And I'll say from 25 to I'm 39. No, I'll be 39 this year. So from 25 to probably about 35-ish, 34, I went through a lot. I had a mental breakdown my early 30s, which was the start of everything for me to work on myself, honestly. I was diagnosed with stage 2 bipolar, manic depressant. anxiety, PTSD. I call it, I say I'm part of the alphabet crew because I got some of everything, okay? But I was properly diagnosed, but on the wrong medication. So it wasn't helping nothing really. And I was still battling within myself. And then I think 2 years ago, they finally got me on the right medication, which ultimately grounded me to like really, really work on myself. And so I've grown a lot. I have grown a lot, but I still till this day will not tolerate no disrespect.
Yes, let me tell you why I took it there is because I saw one of your posts and you looked very concerned in the picture that I saw, but you posted like, it's been a long time since I've allowed anything or anyone to take me to that place again. And you said, I don't like that for myself. And so I kind of really respected the fact of you did said some things and then you came back and you did a whole report on, okay, listen, yes, this happened. Yes, I addressed it the way I wanted to, but at the same token, now let me tell y'all how I really feel about myself, allowing me to go there again unexpectedly. So that is growth. When you can come back and you take a listen or take a look at who you are now versus who you used to be. That's a huge difference for a lot of people. Some people, they don't never change. They don't never grow up. They're always child like mentality. Hello, Miss Leela. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. And so we have to be very mindful of the things that we put in the atmosphere when it comes to certain individuals. You got people out here today, I know you know. Thank you for sharing, being that you came from the service, right? And so a lot of people just do not play when it comes to them. They just don't. So when someone gets you out of character, you have to go there. 9 times out of 10, what I've noticed is this. They're going to step away and not take ownership of what they did, but they're going to look at the person that they possibly know could have or would have done what they said, and everybody believes. And so the lifestyle that you live or become as an individual, where you can speak on and say, hey, this is what it is. Now, you can continue to want to know the old me, or you can get to know the new me. Either way is by choice. So that's why I asked that, like, from what age to what age to what age, and where you are now. Teddy?
Yeah. Hey, before I ask a question, I'm gonna say that like your story sounded a lot like mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a firecracker, like growing up, like, you know what I'm saying? I always fight, like you always hear about my name and fighting. Then like when I turned between 25 and 30, like life humbled me. Like,
right.
Like I also fight with PTSD, anxiety, depression. Like so I have to they my meds too to like get it right. Cause it's like people don't understand how hard it is, like trying to deal with life when you dealing with different kind of mental health issues, like, you know what I'm saying, PTSD, anxiety, and depression. Like they think it's just like you giving up and like you not trying, but it's really something going on inside of you that's like, it's like mentally, like it's like physically trying to fight, but you mentally dying, if that makes sense. And a lot of people don't understand that because they hear people saying, they just be like, you not trying, you gotta try. And like you literally want to die because you so depressed, like, and people don't understand how deep that goes. You know what I'm saying? But
and it's the smallest thing that can get you to that point. Because today you'll be, hey, how you doing? Everything all right? Blah, 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 blah. And then tomorrow you wake up like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to be bothered today. I don't want to talk. I don't want to answer my phone. Don't show up at my house. We really go through that. And people just be like, oh, well, you'll be okay. Will I?
Right.
And how
Like,
do
you don't know what I'm dealing
how
with
do you
today.
know I'll be okay?
Right.
Yeah, you don't know if the person, and I think this is where a lot of people go wrong when they see this person. Well, the person has stated that I have this going on, that going on, this going on, and you say, "Oh no, ain't nothing wrong with this person. It ain't nothing wrong with either one of them. They just really just pretending." And then when something bogus happen, and the first thing people say is, "How in the heck did that happen? I can't believe," but the person is telling you, because let me tell you something, mental health is serious.
Yep.
It is serious. It is people taking their lives every single day.
Yep.
Every single day, you done found a mother done committed suicide. He is left behind. You done found a father. This kid cannot get up on his feet. He's trying to get a job. He's not getting a job. He may have imprisonment behind him, or he might have something to keep him from going to regular places to get a job. So it's still hitting you below the belt. And for the people that don't understand, they just don't understand. So when you don't understand, I feel like this is the best thing for you to do is to keep your damn mouth closed.
Accurate statement.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth closed. I mean, people can dish it out all day. You can dish out stuff all day long. But when that monkey turned around and he done jumped on the other limb, he holding a banana in the other hand, what you gonna do then?
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do? How you gonna handle the situation?
Mostly it be the people that think that they know you, like the people that have been around you, and like, we was raised the same type of way. We came up in the same neighborhood. You stronger than that, and woo-thoo, because they don't understand, because they never had to deal with it, and they don't understand that that's more hurting to that person than it is being helpful. So, and that's why the suicide rate is so high, because people will look at you and they'll be like, "Okay, this person dressed nice. They all right." You know what I'm saying? Because they try to judge a book by its cover instead of what's inside of the book.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, especially the ones that are close to you, like, they'll try to shoot you down, like, you know what I'm saying? And they'll make you feel the worst, because they think they know you. When you crying out, they think that you're not trying, or you just you looking for attention. You see what I'm saying? And you really dying mentally. Like, a lot of times, depression, anxiety, and PTSD, it comes with suicidal ideation. So while you sitting there telling this person, like, you gonna be all right, you strong, I know how you was raised, I know your background, I'm sitting here thinking about, like, I don't want to live no more. Like, I want to, like, and people like deal with that on a daily basis, and you got these people telling them you gonna be all right, like, you know what I'm saying, or you just looking for attention, and it's okay, like, I'm crying out to you for help, and you shooting me down, and you supposed to be my lifeline. So if I don't have you, you supposed to be my last lifeline, then it's pointless.
Yeah.
And like,
right. And you know what? Another thing to go with that too, is like, if you're telling someone that, right? You know, because sometimes it's hard to talk to people and let them know exactly where you come from. It's hard because you don't want to be jealous. So now you take it upon yourself to go and you share your story. And I've seen it happen for myself too. You say, "Oh, I feel this way. I just see things this way or that way." They say, You feel like that? Not you. Well, why not me? Why I can't feel like that? Why I can't feel broken or express to you that, hey, I'm just not that. I'm not that. And you're right. All they're gonna say is, "Oh, you okay? Oh, you all right? Well, you want to go have a drink? Now that you having a drink and you laughing and you talking. You're laughing and you're talking, so they don't help you forget it. But no, they actually came and crippled you with the drink.
Yeah.
You know, the person don't need a drink. They telling you they need some deliverance right now before I can even take your head out. I'm telling you. And you
and that's one of the things you can do is like drink. Because people don't understand that alcohol is a downer. So if you already down when you start drinking, that's gonna make the situation worse, because alcohol amplifies mental conditions. So when you drink, you are
bring you right back down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And now you're crying. You're crying now because they done pump you up to let's have this drink. So y'all drinking, laughing, singing songs and all that stuff. 3-4 hours later, you sitting there crying your ass off. They gone.
Well, sometimes it's crying, sometimes it's acting out. You know what I'm saying? You might be up there like, and you get into that depressive state, you get to drinking, now you want to fight the whole room.
Yep.
And the people
That's
saying
exactly what it does.
you know with that person, you know what I'm saying? They'll look at you and they'll be like, oh, they just drunk. You know what I'm saying? And they'll overlook it. They'll look at you like you just got too drunk and like you fighting for your life. Like,
Yeah. That's an accurate statement. That is an accurate statement. I went through that phase. I went through that phase of drinking. Like drinking was my go-to, but it made me okay in the time where I was nice and buzzed. But then I came down. It was like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I can't do this no more. So I've been there. I find myself telling people, because I hate the phrase crazy, because people will be like, oh, she just crazy. I'm not crazy. Not at all, okay? If you ask me, I am the same one. And I'm going to tell you why I say I'm sane. I'm saying because I can acknowledge something is wrong. I take the proper steps to make sure that I stay on the straight and narrow, which means I have a psychiatrist and a therapist. I talk about things. I try to work through them. And I'm very much so aware that I am I am mentally unbalanced. And I'm doing my best every day to work through my struggles. It's the people that don't acknowledge that something's wrong with them that scare me. They scare me because you think that you're really sane, quote unquote, or you think that you're normal. And I don't understand the term normal either, because who came up with the word normal? What makes somebody normal?
What the most people agree with, whatever the most people agree with. You know what? If the whole world is crazy and you're the only sane person to the rest of the world, you crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking about normal, you're just talking about what the norm accepts, what people have been convinced to accept as normality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really.
That might not be normal. That just might be a group of stupidity.
Yeah.
But if you're the only one in the room that thinks the way that you think, you're the weakest link.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something too. When it comes to people making you feel like you're the weakest link, now you got to prove to them. Let me show you. You might not have to fight nobody or do nothing like that, but I just got to show you better than I can tell you. Like, I'm not to be played with. Don't just whatever it is, just don't.
Yep. I stay away from certain places. And I stay away from certain people. And that's because I know that those places and those people will bring out the ugliest side of me, the side that I've worked so hard to grow from, right? And then I go places where I think that I'm safe and everything's going to be okay. And then you got that one person that will cut up on you and you be sitting there looking like, And I recently had that happen to me. I had this one person cut up on me and I was through. I was confused for 2.5. And then I had to remember who I was, and what you're not gonna do is ever disrespect me. And I took that person down and threw there, baby. I think I sent them to hell, brought them back, sent them back to hell, and sent them to God, and then brought them back to earth and made them realize that I am not the one to be played with. I am not. Do not play with me. I am a loving person. I will give you the shirt off my back. I am not the same person I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I am somebody completely different. And if you have not been in my space and in my circle within the past 10 to 15 years, you will not understand nor see the growth. You will always dwell on who I was back then. But I'm completely different. But I still have that side of me where don't play with me. I'm not to be played with. I'm not no toy, and I'm not your child. I'm somebody's child, but I'm not your child. You're not gonna play with me.
Right. But you know, a lot of people, if you ever or do get into a situation where you haven't done anything, your intentions weren't to do anything, most definitely because of your past or what you used to do. They're gonna say, yeah, she did this or he did that. And all along, you don't know this person that you see. They look the same, they sound the same, but that person didn't come to do what you said. So you need to get it straight, because people are always so quick to, do you remember? Girl, I remember she about to do something. She is. Little do you know, nobody at that moment is thinking about that craziness, but the person that's possibly wanting everybody to believe them. They done threw the rock and they get the hand. So however it goes, maturity don't happen overnight.
It takes years. It takes years and years and years. And I told that to my sister the other day. It takes time. It takes maturity and it takes growth. And that's not going to happen overnight. It took me a long time to get here. I mean, a long time. I done cried. I done fought. I done been to jail. I done went down and through there. And at some point, it just clicked, like, you have to do better. Not only for myself, but for my children. For my children. And each child I've had, I've grown. Like my first kid, I say that she's not my friend, but that's my dog, because she grew up with me. We grew up with each other. Like, she had to watch me go through a lot of stuff. My second child, she was a little bit better off, but she still had to grow with me. My son, completely different, because I was married to his father. So he got to see a different side of life, but he still walked a different path. Now my baby, completely different lifestyle. Like, I tell my oldest daughter sometimes, like, I feel like it's unfair because she gets to get the actual mother side of me, right? The other kids had to grow up with me. This one gets the mother side of me. So it's completely different. But that's the same way I look at life. Life, I had to go through certain stages of life to become the person I am now. And now I'm so humble and I'm really peaceful until you cross that. I got that little imaginary line. When you cross that, it's a different ball game. But I try my hardest to stay away from, again, people and things that will even push me back 10 years, because it's not fair to me. It's draining to me. And it's embarrassing. And I'm not talking about embarrassing to other people. It's embarrassing for me.
Right.
Because I know
better. Teddy, you that's an embarrassment. I do.
Say what? What? I think we got a delay.
Oh, what did you say, Shanetta?
I don't know what part they did hear.
Okay, well, that's okay. Go ahead, Teddy, what's your question?
Okay. All right, moving right along from that. Earlier, you said that you was an entrepreneur. Did I hear that right?
I am.
Okay. What kind of businesses do you run, or what kind of business do you run?
So, I had a boutique, contemplating on whether or not I'm gonna bring it back. A few years ago, did pretty good with it actually. It was called Black Diamond Boutique. And I'm not as open with my mental health business. It's called Twisted Sales. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but it's Twisted Sales. It's my mental health brand. It's just bringing awareness to the mental health. It's not talked about a lot. It's beginning to open up more, but when I first came up with that, I was actually in the psych ward. I'm not embarrassed to talk about that. I stayed in the psych ward for a few weeks. Let me tell you, I took them people in that hospital through hell. You hear me? I was throwing shoes at their heads. I literally lost my whole, I lost everything, right? I blacked out on the freeway. And I was getting ready to beat this lady to death on the freeway. It was cars just going around me. Pew, pew. And I had lost it. I literally had just snapped, right? And so while in there, I came up with this design. And my graphic designer, her name is Mish, she brought it to life. And if you actually look at the picture, it actually looks like me, right? But it's a brain Did you see the brain, right? And it's like squiggly and everything. Because mentally, when you're chemically unbalanced like that, it's like your brain is just going every which way. Every which way. And it's trying to connect itself so that you can get back in tune with yourself. But sometimes it don't happen. It just doesn't happen. And sometimes you just need a break. So I came up with that brand, and I don't push it as much as I used to. I kind of got discouraged from it, but I still talk about it. And from time to time, you know, I'll get somebody who will see me with a shirt or see me with a cup or whatever, and they'll ask me about it. And they're like, "Oh, let me get something." Like I had just had a neighbor buy something probably about a month and a half ago because they seen it. But I think that I'm going to get back into it and bring it to life and revamp it and come out stronger than ever with it, because that is my passion. My passion is my mental health. I talk about it a lot. I'm an advocate for getting help. I'm an advocate for medication, although I don't believe you should have to stay on medication your entire life, although some people have to. I am an advocate for taking the meds and working on yourself and finding out what triggers you and how you can cope with it so that you don't have to rely on medication. You can just rely on you and what you've learned to cope with, well, not cope with, but being able to handle your triggers in a better way versus staying on medication. Because that medication sometimes is, baby. It's cool, sure. That medication is something different.
I'm not a fan of the medications. I just instead, like, I talked to a therapist too, and I had to learn with that, because you know, in the Black community, we don't take it as serious, and like talking to a therapist, it just make you feel crazy. So that's something that had to grow on me. And I had this psychiatrist that like she really worked with me, and we would talk, and we'll figure out my triggers, and like, so that's once you identify your triggers, you can learn to deal with them better. And when you need to disassociate with yourself with people, places, and things, like that's what I do. So I don't take the medications because it'll have me zombied out, and I'm not gonna get nothing done. I'm gonna just be sitting here like feeling like it relaxes. Don't get me wrong, it relaxes you, and like your mind just be calm, but it be too calm. So
you be there talking to yourself.
Yeah, you can't do this
talking to somebody.
Nah, you gotta think you're doing like this.
That is an accurate statement.
Look, the good thing is, both of you all have experienced this and possibly going through it now. If you guys have questions that's on the live, ask the questions so they can respond to the questions. We got it open to that as well. Or I don't know. No, I think we're not doing no calling because that takes everybody to be calling. So put it in the comments if you all have a question. So let me ask you something, Shanetta.
Yes.
What would you say? I know you said you have 3 daughters and a son, but what would you say to the young ladies today that's possibly going through or have gone through some of the things that you have encountered? What would you say to them?
Don't give up. Continue pushing forward. Hold on one second.
Okay. Teddy, you got more questions lined up over there?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got like 2 more.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, go ahead, Shanetta.
Don't give up. Continue to push through. You for sure are not alone. Whether it's you being a single parent or you just trying to maneuver through life, it's always help. I know it's hard to come by, and I know people are very judgmental, but don't let that deter you from asking for the help that you may need. It gets better. It gets better. That's all I can tell people. It gets better. And trust me, I haven't had the worst life ever, but I haven't had the best life either. And a lot of it is based off of the decisions I made and the choices I made. But it gets better. It gets better in time. It do. You just got to take baby steps. Don't expect to walk overnight. If you simply crawling, it's not gonna happen that way, but it does get better.
Okay, Teddy.
Okay. Moving on again. Didn't you say you was a boxer?
A boxer? No, baby. I just box in the street.
I'm
No,
a biker.
I have a field day. A biker.
Biker. He's a
Oh, biker. Got you. I thought
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
ride motorcycles.
And I'm writing these questions as we talk. So,
No, you fine.
so are you a part of a bike club?
I am.
A 1%?
I am.
Okay.
he said, oh,
I
Oh,
am.
I go to.
I'm
I go.
not as active as I used to be, but I am. I come out when I need to come out. I come out when I feel like I want to come out. Yeah. All black everything. That's me.
That is, so I go to this bike club
so
up
do
here.
you still ride the bike? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Teddy.
Now I was just saying that's dope. I go to these bike clubs up here like every now and then, like when I want to get out on a weekday or something, because they be open every night. So I just go there, have a couple of drinks, listen to some music, have fun, like intermingle with the bikers or whatever. Like that's dope.
Yep. I still ride.
So
I ride a Rocket.
Let me ask you this before you go in there. What made you want to become a biker, and how long have you been a biker?
What made me want to be a biker? You know, I became a biker just on the strength of I met this girl who I was riding, and she was like, "Come hang out with me," and I'm like, "All right, cool." And I went and hung out, and I loved it. I love the brother and the sisterhood. This was way back when, because I became a biker when I was 18 years old. So I love the sisterhood and the brotherhood. I loved how everybody looked out for each other. The fellowship. I loved it. Not to mention, again, I joined the bike club when I was 18. So the parties were insane back then. Like, what? Oh, I loved it. I would go party at like 10 o'clock at night, get back home when the sun came up, take a shower, and go to work like ain't nothing happened.
Biker's life.
Biker's life. I loved it. I actually turned in my first car for my first bike. That's what I did. That's how much I loved it. I traded my car for my bike. So I went without a car for the longest because I wanted a bike.
Oh. Okay, so you are a biker then. That's a real biker.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Huh?
You went and got a Harley?
No, I got a Rocket.
Okay.
I'm a Rocket baby. I'm starting to get into the Harleys though. I'm starting to, I'll be coming out soon with one. Don't worry, sit tight.
So what was the first bike you ever had?
I had a Yamaha. It was a 600.
And you can ride that?
For it to be my first bike, I got bored fast. I got rid of my 600 after the first riding season. The second riding season, I upgraded to a 900, and I've been on my 900 ever since. And now I got a ZX9.
Okay, Teddy, what you know about all this biker stuff?
I mean, hey, I'm just on the outside looking in.
So everybody that's on here, just in case you don't know, we are on the cast tonight with a special guest, Shanetta, the journey of her life. If you all have any questions that you would like to ask, please feel free to do so, and she can respond to you, even Teddy, because Teddy is speaking on mental health as well. So I'm glad that we actually
now see the comments.
I was just about to ask you, can you see the comments?
I cannot.
Hey, look at the Shanetta. Look at the bottom, and it's like a squarish bubble.
Right.
Now look to the side of it. It'll be like 3 dots with a number.
Okay, hold on. Click that.
Yeah, click that.
Okay.
All right, you see it?
Kanye?
Oh yeah, I see him.
And there you go.
I see
Have
him.
you
I see
shared it to your page yet?
So I couldn't get off to share it. It would have logged me out. So
It's okay. You can see the comments, so that's good. Because your people would come on too if they saw that you were live.
yeah, and that sucks because I know they want to see it. So
Well, just share it after we get off. Still watching.
Yeah, you can share it after you. So where are you today, Shanetta? With a total life in fulfilled, being that as far as closure with the mental health, what are you dealing with now?
So you said mental health. Deal with my mental health. Where am I at with that?
Yeah. Yes. I said what are some of the things now that you're dealing with, or the triggers? How about triggers? Being that you are a mental health person dealing with it, what are some of your triggers? And with growth, right? The triggers plus the growth. Where are you now mentally?
Mentally,
Like let me do it right. Let me do it right. What are some of the things that still triggers you? Let me ask that by itself. Or is there anything?
Yeah, I still have triggers. I still have triggers. A part of me, because I'm still working on not being reactive to my triggers, talking about my triggers, I feel like people can use those against me because I still react, right? I'm human. I still react to some of my triggers, right? So, just man, people yelling at me is a trigger for me. It also heightens my PTSD because I've been traumatized. My love life, that's for another show. My love life is a part of my PTSD, baby. Oh Jesus. But listen, yelling at me, disrespecting me, calling me out my name. Death is a major trigger for me. I was just in a hypermanic phase, probably about 4 months ago. It was bad. It was real bad. Jeez, what else am I willing to share as far as triggers? Because baby, disrespect. I think I said that already. Like, it's a lot. I have a lot of triggers. But by me working through them, again, I talk to a therapist and a psychiatrist once a week. Okay, to both of them once a week. I'm working on it. But I will say now I am more peaceful. I'm living. Before I had to hide. I had to live behind closed doors because I wasn't scared of anything and anyone. I was scared for them because my reaction was deadly. Like, I scared myself sometimes when I used to get upset. So now it's just like, white flag, I don't want no smoke, no, it's not for me. Or again, I just avoid going to certain places and being around certain people.
Okay. That sounds good. So when it comes to your psychiatrist and your mental health person, I don't know if that's the same or not, are they saying to you nowadays that they see the growth from the time you started going to them?
Yes. My therapist, Dr. Kim, he is hilarious, but he is the best, right? But he told me 2 weeks ago he was proud of me because he could see that I was changing and I was growing, and it was for the better. and he liked how I was becoming more aware of what was going on with me. Like, I'll take the time to actually study what I've been diagnosed with, and I take the time to do my homework, and I work on it every single. I feel like I'm tested every day, and I work on it every single day. I just had a lady hit my car at work intentionally, baby. I think if she would have called me about 6 months ago, that wouldn't have ended well for her at all, because I was going through some stuff. And when you go through stuff, if you don't know how to properly channel it, or you're not thinking to properly channel it, you can literally lash out and attack anything moving. You almost feel like you can attack a ghost, and you know dang on well you can't do that, but that's how you feel on the inside. At least that's how I feel. My insides be on fire when I'm in full-blown rage, and I'm trying to mask it so that nobody recognizes what I'm going through. My insides be on fire. Fire.
Whatever comes up, comes out.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Like, did I really say that?
Yep.
Let's see if we can give her an applause. I don't know if it'll let me give it to her. I was trying to give you an applause. Let me see.
Well, thank you.
Last week we were able to do the applause. It was just like clapping and clapping for both times. Now we're
there you go.
So Rosalind from Shreveport, I call her sister, she is agreeing with what you're saying. Now, let me ask you this. And when it comes to being bipolar, tell me, what is that?
Bipolar, you know,
Yes.
I call it this is how I describe it to people.
Are you complex one or complex
two?
Okay.
Two.
So you're two?
Bipolar, yeah, bipolar 2. Yeah.
What does that entail?
I'm hot and cold. That's the simple way I can put it. Hot and cold. Hot and cold. If I'm triggered, I can sit here and laugh and kiki cackle with you and play all day, right? But if somebody triggers me in that moment, it can completely go bad. You'd be like, what the hell happened? And I don't have time to describe it because in my mind, I done flipped like that. That's the simplest way I can put it without getting all technical and then having 1,001 questions with it. Yeah.
So how would a person know, or would you know if you ran across another person that's bipolar? Like, what are some of the things that a bipolar person do? So where you
It depends on if they're having an episode, you'll be able to tell. But if they're not having an episode, you won't be able to tell. It's not like we walk around looking like we bipolar.
They have.
If I don't tell you I'm bipolar, you're not gonna know I'm bipolar.
Bipolar people, they have constant highs, constant high highs, and like constant low lows. So like one day, like you might see them and they be happy go lucky, they the life of the party, and then like 20 minutes from now, you know what I'm saying? It's like they super depressed, they don't want to talk to nobody. So it's like, but you can't tell when it comes and goes. So like it's just like, but I think complex 1 is more manic than complex 2, right?
It is.
Like, complex 1 is
I have minor manic episodes, but they're not as frequent as a stage 1 would have them.
And so like basically they have manic highs. Like if you see somebody that's talking about like their God and they really thinking they God are like superior to other people, and like, you know what I'm saying, they're never wrong, and then like the next time you see them, like they think less of themselves, like you know what I'm saying, they not bathing, they not, you know what I'm saying, they might be bipolar. I'm not saying they are, but that's a symptom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Do the chat know? Like, do they know our relationship?
No.
Huh?
No.
No.
Okay. So chat. Lady Coco is my mother. Don't know if y'all knew that or not, but she's my mother.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. So she put it out there. So yes, chat. This is my oldest daughter. She is will be 38 this year.
39.
And so
39.
39. So and I have 4 daughters, but none of them have reached 40 yet. Anyway, I thought she was gonna be able to just keep going and pull it off, but she didn't. And your sister Brittany is on here too.
Well, because I the example that I'm going to use, right? So I have been talking to my mom for weeks and weeks and weeks, right? And I knew she knew something was off, but she couldn't put her hand on what was off, right? And so I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna fly you in, right? And so I did. I flew her in, but it went from her being here for 4 days, I think it was originally supposed to be 3 or 4 days, to her being here for almost 2 weeks. She didn't know she was helping me out, but I knew she was helping me out. I was supposed to go check myself into the hospital because I was having a manic episode, and I was trying my hardest not to let her see me in that state of mind. But it was some days where I would sleep my day away. She didn't know why. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm just tired. That would be my excuse because I'm trying to not let her see me in that phase, right? And then the other day she seen me and I was just bouncing around, bouncing. She ain't thinking nothing of it, but if you sit back and look at the time that you were here and the times you hear me on the phone, you'd be like, oh, okay, now I get it. Like he just explained. It's days where I am super high and I'm good, I'm great, everything is lovely and blah, 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 blah. And then there's other times you call me and I'm full blown rage, like to the point where you have to get off the phone with me because you're like, I can't take to hear this. Well, those are the times that he's explaining, like, I'm having a whole episode. A whole entire episode, and it could have been the smallest thing that triggered me. My kids could have left a shoe in the middle of the floor, and I tripped over it, and it just pissed me the hell off. And now I'm going 50 going north, and then you talk to me an hour or two later, and it's just like I sound tired and I'm drained and I'm low energy. Well, yeah, I did. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Trying to balance it out a little bit.
Oh, Teddy, it's been some days, Teddy Diamond. It's been some days she's on the phone and she's talking to her kids, right? And she done left Texas and went all the way to Chicago in about, I'll say 2 minutes. So all I can do is sit here and say her name. Say her name. She haven't heard me say anything. She just
right.
So like, listen, I'm gonna call you back. I'll call you back. She left town and went over there.
Yeah.
So I might wait until the next day to talk back to her because I don't know where she's gonna be if I can call her back. I just let her be. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's a lot of people in our community that are bipolar, and they don't even know that they bipolar. They just think that it's days when everybody get on their nerves. But you are bipolar. You know what I'm saying? You just haven't been diagnosed. You know what I'm saying? And like if you dealing with that, try to get some help because like one day you might have a manic episode and it costs you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Cost you everything.
yeah, it costs you everything. Costs you a lot. You might end up going to prison because you had a manic episode, and like it's unregulated. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to identify your triggers. You don't know the calm down exercises, or you know what I'm saying, how to get your mind out of that state. Because it's been times where like she said, something simple like pisses you off, and I'll be pissed off for a couple of days.
Yep.
Wow.
And like,
Inside's on fire.
and I be
Like ready to blow the whole world up. Like, what? And then when you come back to, you be like, dang, over that? Like, this is what, okay. And you trying to figure it out. Like, why did this little thing piss me off and make me, why did I blow up so big over something so small? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. It's draining. It's really draining.
Yeah, and you know what too is you keep saying the small thing. This is true. I just told somebody this yesterday, I believe. The big thing we can handle, because if it's a situation and you can't do anything about it, you let it ride. If it's something wrong, that's what blows you up, and you looking at it like, no, I just. You went way over there again. Like, why you go over there? You didn't have to go over there. But you never know what a person is going through. You never know what they're thinking. You never. 1 minute you're like, hey girl, how you doing? You smiling, y'all hug each other, and then they see you again 15, 20 minutes. You in a whole altercation with somebody like, what just happened?
And it could have been
It
something
happens every day. It happens every day. But you know, we bringing that situation. We had a few moments, Teddy, where she started yelling and screaming at the kids. I was going, yelling and screaming. It was bad. So I'm like, oh my God. I said, hey, let me tell you something. I said, what you doing? You're not hurting your children. You're hurting yourself. You're yelling at them, telling them this, that, the third. So I basically not said it out loud. Let me handle this. What this kid's gonna do versus what she doing.
Well, you know what it could hurt is too though. Because I mean, and not talking about it or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like kids that are like yelled at a lot when they're younger, you know what I'm saying? They feel like that's love. So when they get older and they get into a relationship, you know what I'm saying, they seeing that as love. You know what I'm saying? So like now your daughter might be this guy that yell at all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might be something small, and now he's yelling at her. He constantly on her, and she thinking that's love. I had a woman before to tell me that if a man don't beat on you, then that means he don't love you.
Hell no.
But see, like that's the way. So like in her mind, that's what she's saying. Like, so that means like if somebody love you, like one day something's gonna happen to piss them off enough to want to put their hands on you. Mm-hmm. So that's but that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? So like what you see in the household growing up is gonna affect you when you become an adult and when you trying to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what, with her, I think like what she said earlier, if you remember, go back, she was saying how she basically was a friend to her older kids. And then she became a mother. So her being a friend to her kids because she was young when she started happening. Now she's on their level basically. And this happens a lot of times. That's why you find a lot of mothers say, oh, that's my friend. It's my daughter, but that's my friend, right? Because she actually grew up with her as her friend. And so I've seen them have these conversations where she's cutting her right down the middle. Then I see them again. It's like they best friends. Like, what kind of relationship these two women have? It was weird. But before I left Detroit, I did see that she did where the kids had calmed down, right? They were doing their chores and everything. So 2 days later, I'm back in Texas. She called. She on 12,000. 12,000. She went. What? She getting ready to put them all on the plane and bring them down here. I thought she was going to do it, but I did see a change. So let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. So did see a change before I left there. I saw a calmer her. She said, I haven't had no medicine. I said, you ain't taking your medicine? She said, I haven't had no medicine since you've been here. So it was like therapy for me, I'm assuming, to sit there and didn't know really what was going on. I didn't know. And so I saw change. I mean, we went shopping. She was able to decorate some parts of her home. You know, she was excited about that. And it was just more smoother from the first day I got there to the last day. And so I'm proud of you for that. So you did that. So I know, a few weeks ago when the situation happened, the uproar that she could have been in, she didn't do it. So wow, okay. She said a little piece to me, but she didn't say that piece to those other people. She didn't, because I was on the phone with her the whole entire time. So nobody could come and say, oh, she started this. Oh, she did this. She did that. No, I was listening on the phone the whole time. So finally, she told me about it after 30 minutes. But she had a bad habit of putting me on the phone and just leave me there on the secretary or something. And she come back. And I'm listening to all her conversation with everybody she talks to. But at the end of the day, I was very proud. And at this point, it doesn't matter to me what anybody said about the situation. The old peaches, not Shanetta, the old peaches for the whole house in the grounds and everything else. And that's just what it would have been. But no, she said that she went to visit her uncles, and that's what she did. Even though that other stuff happened the way it happened, it didn't have anything to do with it. It just did. It didn't have nothing to do with her at all. And mind you, when you deal with death, she had went to the cemetery to visit her father. And then so after she leaves there, now she's going not to see my aunties. I'm going to see my uncle. Okay, that's where I'm going. I'm going to see my uncle. So at that point, to me, it's like she's looking for a closure for that day. And how about my uncles versus me going to sit and lollygag with some women right now? That's how I took it. And so she did to me. She did really, really good. She got a lot of pictures and things of that nature. So you keep doing what you're doing. Keep sizing yourself up, because that's what I'm noticing she's doing. She's sizing her own self up. So when you get sized yourself up, can't nobody else size you now. Nope. Wait, let me see.
Is that my phone?
No.
Your phone clear.
Hello?
Your phone clear.
Okay.
Wait, does this sound like your phone?
Your phone.
No, that's me giving her a drum roll.
Oh, no. You were freezing up for a second on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all done froze up on me too. But anyways, Teddy, I'm gonna let you ask another question. And then we're gonna let Chanel sound, and we're gonna close it out.
Listen, I ain't got no more questions. I'm sorry. I was so in tune with what we was talking about.
Oh,
But
I'm glad to have the conversation. I believe that this interview reached the right people. For those that don't know, it will be aired on YouTube, and so you can go there and share it from YouTube to your Facebook page, and people will just watch it throughout YouTube and social media platforms. So make sure you all Teddy and I, we always come back and share it again. So, Shanetta, we're going to let you give us a close out of the life journey with Shanetta. So, y'all take a listen and hear what she has to say. We're going to listen.
A closeout. What does that consist of? What do you mean? What does that consist of? A closeout.
You just gonna talk about just bring in kind of like grab a few things and the forefront. Allow people to just hear you and know who you are. Might be Netta's podcast, I'm not sure, but maybe. So just
it might be a podcast coming soon. I don't know, you know. I don't know. I think I've said enough in a little bit of time. I think you got to know a little bit about me. Not everything, just a little bit. Be on the lookout for Twisted Sales. Yeah, I don't know. Follow me because I'm gonna for sure.
Let me ask you this: is there anything we didn't ask you that you wanted to put out there? Did we miss?
Actually, no. You all asked some good questions. I was surprised. No, honestly, no.
Okay.
I feel like you all asked good questions, and I responded to the best of my ability today.
Okay.
Again, just know that it gets greater in time. Pray, keep pushing. If you gotta cry, cry. If you gotta scream, scream. You know, if you need time to heal, take yourself away from everything for a minute and just focus on yourself. And love on those that love you. Honestly, that's what really matters and counts. Honestly, love on those that love you. Don't worry about the people that don't. It doesn't matter. Love on those and take great care of yourself and your mental. Even with you having children, take care of you. Love on you. Them kids ain't gonna be no good if mama gone. That's for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
They won't be no good. You're absolutely right. So I would just say, being a good mother, she does have good children. I stayed there with them a few days, and I just had to tell them, like, Peaches, you have some good children. I mean, you know, a lot of times when the parent is not there, they'll test the grandparent if the grandparent is around, but everybody was in their own little space doing their own little thing.
I do want to say this. Because I used to be this way, right? Just really quick. Mother and daughter relationships are a little iffy, okay? And this might be a topic for another day, but I do want to say this. Do not, at least try not to hold your parents accountable for the past. Forgive it, let it go. We are all, in some way, shape, or form, learning how to be a parent. So if you're an adult child and you have a parent who you feel like did you wrong, baby, let it go. Please let it go. That will hurt you more than it will hurt your parent. I will say that. I held on to some stuff and I had to, in order to better myself, I had to let it go. Whether it was acknowledged and talked about or not, you just gotta let it go. Nobody is gonna be a perfect parent. There is no handbook that's gonna walk you through life and you're gonna be a perfect parent. No, that's just not gonna happen. Okay, we all learn as we go. So I will say, let that mess go. And love on your parents, because you only get one parent. I mean, you get a mama and a daddy. That's all you get. When they gone, that's all. It's nothing left. That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's true.
So I will say that.
Talk about them. Just to talk about them. And you know, it's good to talk about your parents. I mean, my parents have been gone for a long time. And all I have is a picture on the wall that I say good morning to every day. I say good morning to the same picture every day. Can she respond back to me? No. So a lot of times, you know, children, they will turn on their parents. At the end of the day, if you're a mother with children, you really understand after so long what it's all about. Like, what I do this myself. Yeah. I'm going to do my own thing. So it's growth, and growth is. Wait, let me see something. Let me see something real fast. What did it do? Wait. I don't think y'all heard that one.
No.
Y'all didn't hear that one. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good point. And so, you know, to the young ladies, if you're on here, her close out is what she's saying. You know, you have your parents, love your parents. One thing I do know about it, she's a hothead, but she's not as hot as she used to be. But people love her. Folks might say, "Oh, don't nobody like her, don't nobody this." I raised her, so I know people do like her. First thing they do when they see, she's gonna always be the one to run up to you and give you a hug. That's her. Always. And I noticed her kids, they do the same thing. So they did get something good from you. She's, you know, if you likable, you're likable. Just like the same way people like you, people dislike you. And sometimes they dislike you just because they feel like they can. So you let those people go. You let that go. And so her thing is that I hear her talk about is children and seniors. That's something that's dear to her heart. So I say to you, don't allow anybody to come and prejudge you or judge you and make you do something that you're not. I don't care what you did 15, 20 years ago. You're on a whole new lease over here now, doing what you do as a single mom, working and taking care of your children. You keep doing that. And so as you do that, I believe that God, he will open up some doors and continue to bless you. And before you know, you'll be on a plane again, flying somewhere.
Somewhere far, baby. Somewhere far and warm. Teddy, did you freeze over
She
there?
liked to travel, Teddy. She liked to travel.
I think his phone froze.
I think he did. He can't take the ding dong on the thing. Good God Almighty.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Add Teddy to the stage.
Remember to let it go. Let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. And love those that love you. That's all I gotta say.
I like that. Let me see if I can bring Teddy back real fast. Okay, there you go. Teddy, what's your closing remarks?
I enjoyed you, Shanetta. I said it right? Shanetta?
Yeah, you did.
All right. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Oh yeah, I'll ask a while ago, but I didn't get to go through with it. Did you take her to Bella?
No, Bella ain't nothing on Bella.
Yeah, yes, it is. For somebody that ain't from there, it is.
Ain't nothing on Bella.
Unless it been changed, I don't know.
Ain't nothing on Bella, just a big old circle and some water. And you might see a couple old schools and some bikes and stuff. Ain't nothing on Bella.
What's up?
I was gonna take her to Motown, but it was closed. It's back open now though. So when she come back, I'm gonna take her to Motown so she can see. You
should have took about what Martin shoot. Well, where he used to shoot his show too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy was telling me where to go. He was like, make sure you go here, go there, go here, go there. Let me read this comment real fast from Crystal. She says, awesome interview tonight, Shanetta Billups. Keep up the amazing work. Healing is where it is. Self-love, keep protecting your peace by any means necessary. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Crystal, for that.
Thank you.
That was to you, Shanetta.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to get up out of here. Thank you all for tuning in tonight to the Boss Lady Coco Show with my co-host Teddy Diamonds and our special guest, The Life Journey. I think we might have a part 2, Teddy, to come back around.
Okay. I'm with it.
No.
Yeah. So this young lady is Shanetta Billups. You all can go to Facebook and follow her under Shanetta Billups. What other platforms are you on?
I have TikTok. My TikTok is I think it's Satin Doll, and my Instagram is I am Satin Doll.
Okay, there you go. So
And that's
those
it.
are the platforms you can find. But most definitely go follow the Shanetta Billups page and find out more
Yeah.
about Shanetta. She puts it all there. And so listen, we want to thank y'all once again for tuning in tonight. For all of you all that took the time out to share and stay from beginning to end, or the ones that didn't stay to the end, we thank you all. Listen, in the meantime, in between time, we want to make sure we keep God first in everything that we do. Keep your head up, never down. Keep a smile on your face and not a frown, and know that it is God over everything. We say good night. Thank you so much, Shanetta.
Good night.
Good night,
All right.
everybody. Let me get you off.